If you ever find a letter in your room that knows your name, don't answer it. My name is Daniel. I live alone. I always have. No roommates, no pets, no visitors. That detail matters because nothing that happened should have happened. It started on a Monday, nothing special. I came home from work around 9:40 p.m. I remember the time because I checked my phone. I always do. Habit. I unlocked the door, went inside, closed it behind me, locked it. Normal night. I dropped my bag on the chair, took off my shoes. The house smelled normal, quiet, safe. I walked to my bedroom and stopped. There was a piece of paper on my bed, right in the middle, neatly placed, like someone wanted me to see it immediately. My heart jumped. I didn't move. I stared at it for a long time, trying to remember if I left it there. I hadn't. I knew I hadn't. I checked the front door, still locked, windows closed, every room empty, no sign of anyone. I went back to the bedroom, picked up the paper. It felt warm, like it had just been touched. There were words written in black ink, only one sentence. It said, "You were late tonight." I laughed, not because it was funny, because my brain didn't know what else to do. I told myself it was a prank, someone messing with me, even though that explanation made no sense. I threw the paper away, went to shower, tried to reset my head. Water helps. It always has. When I came back to my room, the trash can was empty. The paper was gone. I froze. I checked the bin again. Nothing. I checked the floor. Nothing. I checked the bed. Nothing. I didn't sleep that night. I stayed awake, listening. Every sound felt louder than it should. The fridge humming, the clock ticking, my own breathing. At exactly 3:12 a.m., I heard footsteps, slow, careful, inside my house. I held my breath. The steps stopped outside my door. Then I heard something slide across the floor. Paper. When the sun came up, there was another letter. This one was under my door. It said, "You should not throw my words away." My hands were shaking. I called in sick. I stayed home all day. I watched the door, listened. Nothing happened. By evening, I almost convinced myself it was stress, lack of sleep, an overactive imagination. I wanted to believe that. I needed to. That night, I locked my bedroom door. I pushed a chair against it. I slept with the light on. I woke up to darkness. The light was off. The chair was moved. The door was open. There was a letter on my chest. I don't remember waking up. I don't remember anyone entering. But the letter was there, resting on me, heavy. It said, "You look peaceful when you sleep." I screamed. For the first time. I ran out of the house. Didn't grab my phone. Didn't grab my keys. I just ran. I spent the night in my car, parked under a streetlight. I didn't sleep. I watched my house from across the street. Nothing moved. No lights. No shadows. In the morning, I went back inside. Every letter was gone. Every trace. Like nothing ever happened. Except one thing. My name was written on the bathroom mirror. Not carved, not painted. Written in neat handwriting. "Good morning, Daniel." I moved out that week. New place, new locks, new routine. I didn't tell anyone why. Who would believe me? For 3 weeks, nothing happened. No letters, no sounds, no signs. I started to relax. I started to feel stupid again. Then I received an envelope. No stamp, no return address, just my name, spelled correctly. Inside was a single piece of paper, one sentence, written smaller than before, like a whisper. "I liked your old room better." I stared at the letter for a long time. My hands didn't shake this time. That scared me more. The envelope was plain, no fingerprints, no smell, no sign of how it got there. I checked the hallway, empty. I checked the stairs, Quiet, no footsteps, no voices. I locked the door, double-checked it, then checked it again. I placed the letter on the table. I didn't open it again. I already knew what it said. Somehow. That night, I slept with the lights on, all of them. Bedroom, hallway, bathroom, every corner. Light felt like protection, even if it was fake. I woke up at 2:46 a.m., not suddenly, not from a dream, just awake, like something gently pulled me out of sleep. When the lights were still on, that gave me a second of relief. Then I heard breathing. It wasn't loud, it wasn't close. It sounded like it was coming from inside the walls, slow, patient, listening. I sat up in bed. The breathing stopped. The silence felt heavy, like pressure on my ears. Then I heard it. A pen, scratching, writing. I stood up. My legs felt weak. I followed the sound, down the hallway, step by step. The writing stopped when I reached the kitchen. There was a new letter on the counter, still warm. The pen was beside it. I don't own that pen. The letter said, "You moved too fast." I didn't touch it. I backed away. I went back to my room. I locked the door. I pushed the bed against it. Again. I didn't sleep. I watched the door, watched the handle, waiting for it to turn. It didn't. Morning came slowly. I felt exhausted, like I hadn't slept in days. I checked my phone. No missed calls, no messages. Life outside was still normal. That felt wrong. I decided to leave, not move, just leave for the day. Get air, get people around me. I packed a bag, checked it carefully. Nothing inside. When I picked it up, I felt weight. I opened it. There was a folded letter inside. It said, "You forgot this last time too." I dropped the bag. I ran. Didn't lock the door. Didn't look back. I drove until my hands stopped shaking. I stayed at a cafe for hours. Noise everywhere. People talking, laughing. I felt safe there. Almost normal. At 6:12 p.m., my phone vibrated. A message from an unknown number. It said, "You left the light on." I blocked the number, then another message came. Different number, same words. I turned my phone off. My heart was racing. I stayed until closing. When I finally went home, everything was quiet. Too quiet. The lights were on, all of them, just like I left them. There were letters everywhere, on the walls, on the floor, on the ceiling, hundreds, all with the same handwriting, all saying different things. Some said, "You breathe faster when you're scared." Others said, "You look better when you're tired." One said, "I miss your old bed." I fell to my knees. I covered my ears, but the words felt loud anyway. Then I noticed something worse. Some letters were unfinished, like the writing stopped suddenly, like the writer was interrupted. I felt breath on my neck, warm, close. A voice whispered, "Don't make me start over." I ran to the bathroom, locked the door, sat in the tub, holding my knees, trying not to make noise. Minutes passed, maybe hours. I don't know. Time felt broken. Then a letter slid under the door, slower than before, careful. It said, "I don't like chasing you. I don't live there anymore. I left everything behind. Clothes, furniture, memories. I move often now. Hotels, short stays, different beds, different rooms. But every place is the same, eventually. Because every night before I sleep, I find paper, blank, waiting. And every morning, there are words, written in my handwriting. I stopped unpacking my bags. There was no point anymore. Every place felt temporary, like I was only borrowing space. I started noticing patterns. The letters always appeared after midnight. Always when I was alone. Always when I tried to relax, I tested it. One night, I stayed awake. Lights on, TV playing, noise everywhere. Nothing happened. No letters, no sounds, no breathing. The moment I turned everything off and lay down, I felt it. That familiar pressure. like someone was standing very close. I didn't move. I didn't open my eyes. I waited. Paper touched my hand, slowly, carefully, like it didn't want to scare me anymore. The letter said, "You learn quickly." That was when I realized something worse. It wasn't trying to hurt me. It was trying to train me. I stopped running. I stayed. I followed the rules. Sleep at the same time. Lights off. No noise. The letters became calmer, shorter, kinder. Some nights they said nothing, just blank paper, waiting. Then one night I wrote back. I don't know why. I don't remember deciding to. My hand just moved. I wrote, "What do you want?" I left the paper on the table. I went to bed. I slept. In the morning there was a reply. To stay. I didn't feel scared. That scared me most of all. Days passed. No more threats. No more chasing. Just letters. Routine. Then one morning there was no letter. I waited all day. Nothing. That night I couldn't sleep. The silence felt wrong. Empty. At 3:12 a.m. I heard breathing again. But this time it sounded weak. A letter slid onto the bed. The handwriting was messy, shaking. It said, "Don't leave me alone." That's when I understood. It needed me, just like I needed answers. So I stayed, and it stayed. Now the letters come less often. Sometimes weeks pass, sometimes months. But every time I try to tell someone, the paper appears, blank, waiting. So I write this instead. For you. If you ever find a letter that knows your name, don't answer it. Because once it learns you can read, it starts waiting for you to write back. And when you do, you're never really alone again. If you want to hear the next letter, subscribe